Have you ever caught a glance, a silence, or a random gesture from someone and wondered, was that just friendly or something more? What if they've been trying to tell you something without ever saying a word? Welcome to Best Psycho Facts, the place where we decode the mind and unravel hidden truths behind human behavior. In today's deep dive, we're revealing 6 hidden signs someone secretly sees you as more than a friend, backed by real psychology and subtle emotional clues that most people miss. Stay with me until the very end, because number 4 might just change the way you see your closest connection. Let's begin. Point number 1. Their attention has a strange consistency. They notice the little things, your new haircut, the tone in your texts, the mood behind your silence. This isn't just being attentive. According to Dr. Arthur Aaron's research on intimacy, consistent deep attention is a sign of emotional investment. But it's more than just noticing. It's how they remember. You may have casually mentioned your favorite comfort food weeks ago, and suddenly, they show up with it on a bad day. You didn't remind them. You didn't ask. They just knew. Why? Because your emotional state is subconsciously prioritized in their brain. This mental filtering is called selective attention bias, phenomenon where someone emotionally significant tends to override background noise in our cognition. You become the focus. And here's what makes it more compelling. They don't do this for everyone. It's you who stands out. They're not checking a list or fulfilling an obligation. They're invested in how you feel, what you say, and even in what you leave unsaid. Think about a time when you were subtly off. Maybe you were trying to act okay, and they asked, "What's wrong?" without you giving them a single clue. That moment, that's emotional radar at work. Curious yet? Well, wait until you hear this next one. It's all about the way they use silence. Point number 2. Their silences speak volumes. Ever notice how some silences feel comfortable with them? Or how they go quiet during key emotional moments? This isn't awkwardness, it's psychological hesitation. People who develop deeper feelings often experience what's called emotional flooding. They feel too much too fast. Instead of expressing it outright, they pause. It's like their mind is buffering. The silence, it's not a void. It's a chamber of unspoken thoughts. According to Dr. John Gottman, a relationship expert, silence between 2 people can indicate either emotional distance or emotional weight. The key is the comfort level in that silence. When they sit in silence with you but still stay present, it means they're processing, not retreating. Imagine you're both walking after a long talk. There's a lull. You feel like saying something, but you don't. Yet somehow, you both just know that silence is saying more than words could. In that moment, they're not being distant. They're close, maybe closer than you realize. But here's something even more revealing: the way they respond to your vulnerability. Point number 3. They react differently when you're vulnerable. There's a shift when you share something raw. Unlike a typical friend who might just sympathize or say, "You'll be okay," they go deeper. They lean in, ask follow-ups, remember your words days later. According to attachment theory, people emotionally connected to someone will mirror and protect their vulnerability, not just acknowledge it. This behavior is called empathetic tracking, the subconscious, emotional surveillance we develop when we deeply care about someone's well-being. Example, let's say you tell them about a tough family situation or a personal insecurity. A week later, they randomly ask, "How's that thing going?" That's not casual memory. That's care encoded into attention. They're not just listening, they're absorbing. And when they give you space to express yourself without interruption, when they remember what hurts you, what comforts you, that's not just friendship. That's emotional safety in action. Next up, have you ever felt like they're competing? But not obviously? Wait till you hear this one. Point number 4. Subtle jealousy wrapped in casual words. They joke when you mention someone else, or their tone shifts when you talk about a new friend. You might think it's playful, but what you're seeing is micro-jealousy. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people exhibit low-level competitive behavior around romantic interests, even when they're not ready to admit their feelings. They might tease, change the subject, or suddenly become quieter. They may say things like, "Oh, he again?" or "Wow, you've been talking about her a lot lately." Sounds light, but it's layered. This behavior isn't toxic, it's revealing. It shows they care where your attention goes. Case in point, if they find ways to insert themselves in those conversations, or subtly compare themselves to the person you're talking about, it's not coincidence. It's quiet emotional positioning. It's not about control, it's about emotional stake. But what about the moments when they make you feel more than just seen? That's the next clue. Point number 5. They treat you like a secret priority. You're not officially their partner, but sometimes it feels like you are. They go out of their way to be there for you, adjust plans for your comfort, or remember your preferences in the smallest things. Psychologist Dr. Lisa Firestone refers to this as emotional pre-commitment. When a person starts behaving like they're already emotionally attached, even without romantic labels. Real-world example. Maybe they text you goodnight every night, but not others. Or they check on you during stressful days, but don't extend the same energy to mutual friends. These are invisible upgrades in how they treat you versus others. And that's the real sign. They're treating you like you're already something more. They may not say it aloud, but they're already practicing what it feels like to love you. And finally, this last one is the most quietly powerful of them all. Point number 6. They share their inner world with you, but only you. Not everyone gets access to their fears, dreams, or family history. But somehow you do. This isn't just bonding. It's a window. According to self-disclosure theory, we tend to reveal our inner world only to those we trust deeply, and usually, those we're emotionally drawn to. Example, maybe they told you about a childhood trauma, a career fear, or something that changed them, and they added, "I haven't really told anyone this." That's not small. That's emotional exclusivity. When someone makes you their safe space, they're not just connecting. They're revealing who they really are, hoping you'll stay. If these signs sparked a memory or a person in your mind, drop a comment below. Which of these resonated with you the most? We'd love to know. And if this video made you rethink someone's actions, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Best Psycho Facts for more hidden psychological truths that hit home. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.